Mike Pence officially becomes Indiana's governor in 3 days. He wants to largely carry on the policies of his predecessor, Mitch Daniels. But there is one way in which the two administrations will be noticeably different. Governor Pence will very actively promote social conservatism. For instance, whenever a state agency suggests a new rule or regulation, it'll have to be accompanied by something called a family impact statement. I asked the governor-elect to tell me more about that when I met with him a few days ago in Indianapolis. Explain what the family impact statement is and how this will work, how you determine what factors you look at when you determine what the impact is going to be on families.
We wouldn't want any state policy or regulation to inadvertently work against the ability of individuals to succeed in intact two-parent families. Strong families make strong communities. And so what we want, in a very real sense, is to make sure that Indiana isn't putting any barriers in the way to more of our kids making a decision to get married, to stay married, and to wait to have kids until they get married.
And you're saying that's the success equation. That's what most people should aim for, is you get your high school diploma, you either go to work full-time or go to college, you get married, then you have kids. That's what's best for Indiana.
Yeah, Mark, you use the phrase success equation. That's a term that was coined by a liberal think tank to describe the extraordinary reality that now is embraced by people, intellectual writers and thinkers across the political spectrum in this country, that the more young people who will graduate from high school, who will either go on to school or get a job, and who will wait to have children until after they're married, is the most effective way to avoid poverty for our kids.
A lot of people suspect that you could use this as a launch pad to run for the White House someday. Will you rule that out here and now and say, hey, I'm just not interested ever in running for president?
You know, Mark, I haven't spent 1 second thinking about any office other than governor of Indiana for the last year and a half.
Yeah, but will you rule out running for president someday? That's what I'm asking.
I'm someone who really believes that any success I've enjoyed in my life has been a product of focusing on the task at hand. And I am so intent on doing everything in my power to build a team to promote a set of ideas that are going to get this state moving again, get Hoosiers back to work, get these schools working for all of our kids, that we're just going to continue to stay focused right there, and we'll let the future take care of itself.
So you're not ruling it out right now? I guess that's a yes. Mike Pence also wants to broaden Indiana's school voucher program, which is already the country's most expansive. He wants to remove all income restrictions on vouchers for adoptive families, and he wants adopted and foster kids to get the most voucher money possible. He also does think he will be able to work with the new state superintendent, who is a Democrat. He says they both share a passion for making career and vocational education a priority in every high school.